Hey guys, how's it going? I didn't get much video footage on this thing. I tore it down, started porting on it. I went pretty hot and heavy. After I still got a light in the piston yet. I've already did the machine work to the piston. I changed the taper of the piston, and this piston weighed 51 grams. It's 49 right now, and I haven't even got to the inside of it to work it yet or lighten the pin. I took the machine work to the maximum. I can't cut. It's got 25,000 squish. I can't cut any more off because I'm already starting to get into my bolt hole for the intake. But opened up the lowers huge. Reworked the uppers, cut the chamber. I cut the chamber to the same angle as that. Reworked that intake. That was a tiny little triangle. I don't think I burnt through anywhere, but if I wanted to go a little hotter, I could probably fill this in with epoxy on each side, let it cure up, and then actually shape the intake right. And then there's the exhaust. Went a lot wider, raised the crap out of it. Numbers are 103, well 103, 104, however you want to look at it. One way you look at it is 104, the other way it's 103. Might be 103 and a half. 125 on the transfers and 78 on the intake. And 25 squish. Still got to pull the fuel line off this and do a carburetor mod, and I got to do a muffler mod. I am gonna cut the seam and separate this and then weld it back together and then figure out some sort of muffler mod for it. Let's see. I want to do some tweaking on the carburetor. I want to lighten the piston up. The piston is like super duper thick. A lot thicker than I think it needs to be. This thing for a little China saw is actually pretty amazing quality. Actually shocked me. I gotta lighten this wrist pin yet. I'll show you the inside of here when I'm talking about how thick this thing is. There's all kinds of beefiness in there that can be removed and the edges feathered in. So there's a big heavy duty spot right there. Well, right over here. Yeah. On this side right here, which I think at one time might have been an idea for a pin location. I wish both pins were on the intake side. I could have got a lot crazier with the exhaust, but is what it is. One of the things that's scaring me is I know Dubs blew his 543 clone up from these things. I don't know how well them are going to hold up. It has a really nice long connecting rod, so this thing should have some good dwell time. Parking the piston up top where I want it. Unless I can show you how steep of an angle I cut that piston on. It's right to the plug. I actually got I'm probably going to kiss it in the mill. I got a little mark right here with it at top dead center, and just touching the inside of it with a scribe. So probably going to give that just a little tiny tick of relief. I did have to, because I cut so much off the base, I did have to get a little creative here to get it to clear the flywheel. It was either cut the flywheel or cut this, so I chose to cut that. So I don't think there's much more machine work that I could do to this thing other than possibly welding the combustion chamber. But I really think for everything I've done, I think this thing's going to be a pretty rowdy little bugger. I'm not sure if I don't... I mean, it's got a high flow air filter, but it's capped off here because it's so shrunk down and close. I don't know. I'm going to look through my air filter things. And the horn that's right here, I might have an air filter floating around that will actually be able to flex the rubber coupler around this and then just put a clamp on it. And I might just run a little stack. And of course the compressor kicks on. Just a second. Alrighty, shut that thing off. I dug that stack out to show you. I've had this thing sitting around forever. It's an odd size here. I think I can just razor knife this off, squish that around, and then I can finally get a chance to use this. And I can either put a hose clamp or a zip tie or something to hold that on. So I'm probably going to run that little stack on this little tiny saw. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Got muffler mod, carburetor mod, stack, port work is done. I gotta lighten the piston yet. I want to see how it runs before doing a timing advance. Depending on how it runs, I might have to do a timing advance. I don't know where the timing's sitting at on this, so I'll have to play with it and do a judgment call there. I know the 543 did not need one, neither did that Neotech clone. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. It's a Highlight carburetor that's in it. I might, while I have that carburetor off, I might get the zip wheel fired up and actually notch a slot in there so you can use either the tool that they want you to use or the good old straight blade screwdriver too. So yeah, I got just a few more things to do, and then the next biggest hurdle is going to be all the welding I got to do on this. This thing is stupid. That thing, it's a light little saw, and this muffler is like super duper heavy, so that thing will be a hollow tin can when I'm done. So this thing will even be lighter. Don't know if I'm going to put these doofy things back on. I might build a spike. Just, I don't like them factory spikes there. But I'll be curious to see what this little bugger is capable of doing. See if it wicks up anything like the 543 or the 4310 or the little Neotechs. But let me know what you guys think. So hopefully the next time I bring you back, it'll be running. So you guys have a good one.